Well, my first competition was the American Cup, which was an incredible experience. It was my first time competing in a major senior competition. It was extremely scary, but it really increased my confidence.
Being her first competition as a senior, it was quite daunting. Going over to America, competing with all those gymnasts that we'd looked at and admired for years, it was a bit scary, to be honest. So that was our first challenge, and she stepped up to the mark really well. She went out to America, to Boston, and had a great competition.
My next competition was the British Championships, which was probably the highlight of my gymnastics career so far, really. I didn't really expect to win. I just wanted to go out there and do the routines the best I could and hopefully achieve a personal best score. But winning was just a bonus, really.
Having Gabby being crowned the senior British champion was pretty amazing. Like all through our gymnastics career, we'd looked at trying to get to that level, and we didn't know if we'd ever do it. And the day it happened was amazing. It was really great.
I was really excited to go to the European Championships because it was the main sort of go as a team, and I was really excited.
We was getting to the Europeans and was like, okay, this is going really well. Hopefully we can have a good, clean competition. Everything was going really well. Then we were in the warm-up gym out the back, and she caught her toe on one of her tumble runs on the Velcro. And then she was a little bit concerned about that. Then she went back and we had a chat about it, and she went to go again, and she was worried about the Velcro. She took her tumble slightly off to the side and rolled her ankle. We thought at that stage it didn't look very good that she was going to be able to compete. But she was on the ice game ready machine all night long, and she woke up in the morning and it was a lot better, so they strapped her up and we went out and gave it a go. So at that stage it was okay. We were just relieved that she could then do a bit of tumbling, and she got through her bar routine. It was like, okay, we've landed the dismount, right, let's move on, away we go to beam. And obviously that's when it all went wrong.
On my second layout, I heard a snap in my knee.
I knew there was something wrong mid-routine because she works really confidently on beam. And after her series of flick layout, she sort of like hesitated for just a split second and then started up her dance, and it was almost like she was in a bit of a daze.
I didn't want to get off the beam in the middle of my routine, so I carried on, and then on my dismount I heard another snap, and then I knew something was wrong with my knee.
I know what Gabby's like as a competitor, and she's the last thing that she would be doing is landing and then falling if she wasn't in serious pain. So at that stage, my only concern was for her. I was on there as fast as I could to see if she was all right.
All the physios and my coach came on, and then, yeah, got my knee checked out, and I realised it was a torn ACL. So, yeah. It was probably the hardest time waiting for the operation, because you don't really feel like you're getting anywhere or you're progressing. It
was really upsetting to see someone that always gives her all when she's in the gym, for it to just be taken away from her cruelly like that. It's just so unfair.
After the operation and being set loads of small targets from the physios to achieve, once you achieve them, it's really rewarding. And getting back on bars for the first time was just a major step in the rehab, and it makes the rehab more interesting as well. So.
She hadn't gone on bars for like 3 to 4 months, and it was quite depressing for her. But when they were giving her the go-ahead, she was off, and so it was amazing how fast that she actually got things back. It was like the first clear hip half turn she did, she like released the bar and she was all over the place, and I caught her on my shoulder, and it was like, oh my God. By the third go, it's like she'd been doing them all the time. And that's the same with all her elements that she got back. It was like 2 or 3 goes and back she was again. We're in the process of rehab now that we're trying to make the leg as strong as we possibly can. And they're saying at the moment it's probably about as strong now as what it was before the ACL. We're looking at new elements, new skills, different combinations we can do on beam, and we're looking at different new elements now on bars. So realistically, I think we're looking at probably a minimum of bars at the British. That's what we're hoping for, with the possibility of being. And then pushing forward towards probably Commonwealth Games. It's been an interesting year, and let's hope we don't have to experience the lows that we've had this year again.